Welcome, everyone. This is Acid Roots, and we've got a Bruno Mars album review. So, with this, Bruno Mars is quickly becoming one of the most coveted people in the music industry, especially from a pop and R&B standpoint. But he also does, you know, different things and incorporates rap and reggae as well into some of his stuff, even a little bit of rock. So this man is a person who made songs, did some songwriting, and finally got a big break in about late 2009, early 2010. And he was on the song Nothing on You, which, depending upon your age, I think that song was pretty inescapable that year. And so what happened was, due to all that success and Bruno's penchant for making these inescapable hooks, it was time for him to release an album. So came out in 2010, and basically throughout the rest of 2011 it just went haywire. So this is definitely an album that I see as a success, and I think you'll probably wind up liking it just solely based on the fact that there were radio hits out the wazoo. So with this, the main thing about it is there songs besides the handful of songs that you heard? And the answer is there is, but to me, not every song worked. And so this, every once in a while you'll get an album that commercially is a success, but from maybe a personal standpoint, once you analyze it a little bit better, it's not as impressive. Not that it matters. I mean, he can sing for one thing, he can write songs for another, and he's really not that boring. So these are all things to pay attention to, but the 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 areas as to which, as I'll talk about more, you're going to notice the difference between those and the best songs. So whether or not you can smoke to this, I feel like the song Our First Time is a great one. Possibly the Lazy Song, depending upon who you are, and then the song Grenade. The production, I really liked Grenade's production, and I also liked the Lazy Song's production, but then I also liked the pianos in Marry You. So all that stuff was really good, but once again, this is R&B, and it's kind of got more of a, trying to look for the right word, experimental type vibe to it. So the unheard songs, which are songs you may not have heard, but you should probably take a look at, I liked 5 out of 10 songs on this album. And the thing was all, the radio songs, I like those, but there were also 2 other songs that you need to look. So the songs that I liked were Grenade, Just the Way You Are, Our First Time, Lazy Song, and Marry You. All of these, the songs that you've heard pretty much speak for themselves, but I felt like Our First Time was pretty much a moody and vibe. It has a really good vibe to that song. That's R&B that needs to be done more often. I liked it. In other words, it just really worked. Marry You was another one. This is Bruno Mars just dancing around the songs, really proving that he can sing. I mean, this is his first album. This isn't his third, where he got all these hits. First shot, first go around, he pretty much banked, hit number 1, all that. So, but as far as the other songs, there was one almost song, which is basically a song I'm on the fence about, which was Count on Me. This one is a softer song, but it's good singing, but just depending upon how you listen to it, it's not something you would play at a rave or a rock concert or something like that. It's just really kind of softer vibe to it. So that is up to you whether or not you like that. But the other songs, I mean, some of them like I did not feel them that much. Runaway Runaway Baby was not my type of song. And I didn't really like the reggae flavored song Liquor Store Blues either, but these are just a few. So, yeah, the score, I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10, 6.5. So, really only 4 songs that I didn't like. That's about little more than half the album that I did like, but still, I do recommend this release. There's songs. He's got it going down the future. I don't know what Bruno Mars has been up to. This has been the whole thing. Is it's you know everyone's kind of wondering where that next album from him is. He was on that Uptown Funk song, and then he just kind of went poof. So, um, yeah, the social score. I'll give him an 8 social just because people know who he is, and he's a pretty viable cat out there. So these are things to look for. So can it be topped? I think the answer is yes. 10 songs is really compact, but considering he nailed the radio songs and had some songs to spare is pretty good. So this is definitely a worthwhile. Don't think that it's not worth getting. So subscribe for more fun. I give this album a 6.5 and an 8 social. And by the way, a social score is how well it would be played around others. How much others are going to like it.